is Jamie Bestwick, and this is...
First Hand!
There you go.
Come let's kids who never talk out of turn. The kids who never learn how to live. Who's gonna save you when it all comes down? You better watch out, you better watch out.
The reason I left England was because I always wanted to ride my bike full time. I often question myself, was it all worth it? To lose such good friends and family, is it worth it? Get up every morning and first thing I do is take my bulldogs out, my English bulldogs. They've been asleep all night, so I need to go out and do the business.
Hey, do you want to be filmed when you're on the toilet? Come on, privacy laws.
Have some breakfast, cup of British blend tea, and I'm usually good to go. A round tea bag. You get to a stage where it's either, you follow the dark and dismal path to Armageddon, or you start drinking tea. And that's the path I chose. There we go. Tea up. Wonderful. My purpose of the trip to go back to England is to ride the Snickers Game On Bowl in Greenwich, London, at the Millennium Dome. It's just nice to go back home to see friends and, see family. Just a chance to go back and, ride in front of English riding fans and, have a good time in England. We ready? Driving down to Woodward, the same place I moved to in 1999. I moved from Heenet in Derbyshire, England. It was a pretty dramatic move. I quit my job, I left my friends behind and my family and everything I knew, and moved out to the middle of nowhere, basically. Just set out trying to have fun, ride my bike, every day, and just enjoy life. You don't have to be pushing the limits of new tricks every 5 minutes. You can actually enjoy just messing around and having fun, because, that's the big reason why I got into BMX in the first place. I always wanted to ride and just spend as much time as I could riding my bike and having a good time, and this is what I'm doing now. Woodward Camp is pretty much the best facility to ride at in the world. It's benefited my riding like 100%. Not that I wouldn't have progressed riding back in England. It's just the fact that it's just speeded up the process by living out here. I can make a lot of my dreams and fantasy tricks come to life with some of the ramps they have at Woodward Camp. to go up and ride Cloud9's new Vert ramp that Woodward's had built this year. It's an unbelievable ramp, 13.5 feet tall. Has foam pits on one side and it has a huge resi section on the other. Gives you a lot of opportunities to try stuff you've never considered before, and it allows you to open up your imagination to possibilities that could come in the future. Anybody getting into vert riding for the first time, pretty much daunted by the fact that 13-foot ramps seem to be the norm these days. But I was a beginner a long time ago, and I didn't start on a 13-foot ramp. I worked my way up very, very slowly.
I want to get it like 3 rivets down from the Woodward sticker.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
You weren't too far below that.
Yeah?
I've seen you do them where your back tire lands on the sticker.
That's too much.
A lot of fun's involved, and it gets you to the stage where I'm at today. We had a good session, tried a lot of tricks that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. Took a crash, it actually really hurt the next day.
I'm on curfew tonight because I'm leaving tomorrow. Better be home by 9 o'clock, boy.
Which ones are your lucky ones?
They're all lucky.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I need.
Underpants,
They're in.
socks,
Check.
GT shirt,
Check.
2 GT shirts.
Check. So basically, I've got more toys and presents than I have actual clothes going back to England. 1:15 we fly. I'm always late. I'm a bit worried actually. Seriously, I don't know if they'll let us on this flight. As you can see, just in time for our departure, the great old British weather comes into play. I don't know how we got on the plane. That was a good one. I won't leave it that late again.
One life to live is all we really get, and we think we live, but all of us are dying. A little more each day. It's 6 o'clock, time to get up and get ready for work, cause you can't be late.
We're in England. It is. It's 1:45 in PA, and it's like 6:30 in England. And we're driving on the wrong side of the road. For me, it's the right side of the road, which makes it better.
2 steps behind of the American dream. 2 steps behind is where you'll find my boys and me. That's all American dream. It's more like an army to me. And all I wanna do is wake up.
So what is it?
It's like 22:02, and the ramps and the bits for the ramps haven't arrived yet, so the ramp's still not up.
The ramp's still not up.
Nope.
No.
We have got the Millennium Dome and no vert ramp.
If you whip the dome and put it on its upside down on the roof, I think it's going to be the best bowl
Turn the
you'll
dome
ride.
upside down and ride the big bowl, the dome bowl.
So
Pretty mellow transition, but it'd be pretty good.
A lot of my friends have been with me all the way. We all did the contest when we were younger. Now we've grown up. We've all stayed with BMX, but we've all gone our separate ways, and it's nice to meet up with those people again.
Practice day today with no ramp. Tomorrow, qualifiers with no ramp. And Sunday, finals, we might have a ramp.
So after I spent the entire day in bed with jet lag, I called a couple of my old friends up. It was time to take a trip to Brick Lane. That is basically a street full of Indian restaurants.
We like to drink and we like to party. WCBO, let's get something on. But back in the
Now, Indian food's pretty spicy, and this guy, without knowing, ordered the hottest curry on the menu. This curry he ordered was like a pot of molten lava. It was basically hot steel melted down with chicken thrown in it. He was sweating. I've never seen nobody sweat like that before. So Saturday was the first day we could ride. The first time I'd ever been to the Greenwich Dome, or the Millennium Dome, or the $96 million tent. We get to practice on the ramp. It's riding good. Good chance to ride with my old friends again. There you go, mate. Cheers. I basically signed as many autographs as I could. I'm a big believer in signing the last autograph. Like, I'll stand there until the job's done.
Thank you. Cheers, congratulations.
Hey, cheers, mate. I think signing autographs for kids in England, and, you know, when they see, you know, myself up there and, you know, what I've achieved, I hope it just ignites some spark to something that they're so passionate about. You know, I hope they can find inspiration in what I've done. I'm not exactly the Michael Jordan of the sports. I'm just a rider who took a chance on something that I was really passionate about, and I think sometimes that's all it can take. Somebody to show you the way. You know, if they can find inspiration in that, then that's the biggest gift that I'll ever get. Saturday's qualifying was a good laugh. I had a right laugh riding around. Just, yeah, just put a good first run in, and I think that pretty much took it through. I just like to go out and give myself a good chance straight out the gate, and then second run I usually just, you know, cruise around and do stuff I like to do that gives me, yeah, a lot of pleasure, and it makes me laugh when I ride. Today I'm heading back to my hometown of Riddings in Derbyshire, and just going to see where I grew up and where I learned how to ride a bike. This is my old school. These are the playing fields. Pretty much the first vert ramp I ever rode was on this car park. It's brought back a lot of memories just driving into the school, because not much has changed. A few of the buildings have gone, but pretty much not a lot's changed. From there, you know, we passed a couple of my friends' house on the way to the BMX track. All right, I'm going to take you to the first place I ever rode at. I wonder if it's still there. And this is it. This is Riddings BMX track. This is the first, you know, this is where we learned how to ride. The BMX track is where I spent most of my time after school. You know, if I wasn't playing football on the field next to it. Like, we used to come down from the top of there, scream round this berm, and then see who could jump the most bikes. Tell you, it's definitely a good night every night. That's where my dad had picked the gravel out of my arms from the crashes I used to take on that BMX track. It's where, you know, I found out what BMXing was all about with that track. Yeah, this is ATI SRS, where I used to work for 6 years before I made the move to ride my bike, and you know, it's a good place. Good bosses, you know, just the work was really interesting. We worked on aerospace, a lot of fan blades and small blades from compression engines. Going back to ATI SRS, where I worked for 6 years, was a bit of a laugh today. The human resource lady thought we was obviously, you know, some corporate spy company coming to spy on what they do there, and she told us we were trespassing, which she has every right to. Yeah,
It's private property.
I used to work here.
Well, have you got permission to be filming here?
Well, we're just filming a documentary for American television.
You'll come and ask permission to be filming.
Well, I didn't think I'd have to, seeing as I'm outside.
Yes, but you're still filming our property.
Oh, really? All right.
I think
Is Melvin Wilkie here?
he is. He's just on his way out here now to see you.
Is he? All right, then I'm sure he'll be pleased to see me.
Well, I don't know.
All right, then he'll
What's
probably...
the documentary about?
I'm actually a professional bike rider, and I left Sermatec 6 years ago.
You went to the Isle of Man, didn't you?
No,
Where wasn't you?
no, I went to live in America,
Yeah.
and we're making a documentary for American TV on where I used to live, and they have a Privacy Act at that company. But Melvin Wilkie came out, and first thing he said was, you know, hello, how you doing? And I was like, hey, Melvin, nice to see you. I heard you're the man in charge now. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I sort of look back about the chance I took, and actually what I gambled, my job at ATI, it was a good job. You know, I rolled past my old house. It was a nice house. You know, doing well for yourself doesn't mean having the most money. Being with Rich Brown was definitely an eye-opener. Richard was the best man at my wedding in '99, and him and his wife Becky have had a beautiful baby, so they're quite the family now. I see in Richard's eyes that he's the wealthiest man alive. Him and his wife are just blessed with such a great child, and you know, sometimes that's all you can ask for. I ran to my mum and dad's house, and we spent a few hours there. Hello, Dad.
Hey, old man, come in.
How you doing?
All right.
It's always nice to see my mum and dad. My mum was happy to see me. I think my dad loves to talk to people and tell them about stuff that he's either doing or he's got going on, or, you know, or what's happening in the world.
Obviously, he spent quite a bit of time on the bike, and quite a bit of time on the bike in this area around here. And also they built a BMX park about 2 miles away, and they spent a lot of time on that.
My parents are a big part of my life, and unfortunately I don't get to see them as much as I'd like to. For how many times I've spent on the phone talking to them, you know, it doesn't compare to seeing them in real life. Said I was going to do it today, and just had a good time, real fun time. Just enjoyed my riding, just went in, got the job done, and you know, just had a lot of fun doing it.
It happens every Saturday. They meet the dog and have a shot. He takes her home date.
Yeah, it's always nice to come home and just ride well for everybody. Crowds are great. It's nice seeing some English fans. Did a couple of my own tricks in my run. You get out, you ride away, job done. So, yeah, just it's my style. It's what I do. I like to go high, and I like to go everywhere on the ramp, so it worked out.
So many days have passed since I spoke to him. Picked up the phone, gave him the ring. He wasn't in.
We're awarding $14,400 US. In first place, UK native. Let's hear for Jamie Bestwick.
By watching this, I think you might sort of get an idea of how much I actually put on the line just to follow my dream. Sometimes I can't believe I've done it. I often question myself, was it all worth it? Is it worth what I'm doing now to lose such good friends and family and a country that I've lived in for, 27 years, 28 years of my life? Is it worth it? And, the only answer I ever tell myself is yes. It's been worth every minute. Because, I've been opened up to a world of opportunities that I'd need another 30-minute show just to tell you all about that.
Stupid ramp.
Lucy Cup. Don't leave home without it.
Oh, we're rolling?
Yeah.
All right.